Hi everyone, this is Kim. Thank you for clicking on this video. I'm going to do a series of videos of cars that I test drive. I'm going to take you along with me. I currently have a BMW 330i and the lease is up soon, so I need to find a replacement car. Would I like another BMW? Yes, but they're so expensive right now. Instead, I'm going in a totally different direction. As you can tell by this title screen, I'm going to be testing a 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid. This particular one is a sport touring trim, which is top of the line. I'm not a car expert, but I have owned and test driven many different cars in my lifetime. I know enough about what I like and what I don't like. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I went to this Honda dealer to test a Passport originally, but they only had one, and it was in the showroom, so I can't drive that one. So this video will be about the CR-V, which I was able to drive. The CR-V Hybrid is a popular choice, to be honest. I was surprised the dealer had so many of them. I love this color combination, and I love the black look. So anyways, I chose this one to drive. I am more of a sedan person versus an SUV person, but the price range I need to stay in limits what I can get, so I'm willing to step outside the box and try some different types of cars. My husband has a small SUV, and we really don't need another one, but I am a Honda fan, and I like the way these look. Would I buy this vehicle? Do I think it's worth all the hype? I'll discuss my option at the end, and so stick around. This is going to be my first car driving, car review type video, so stick with me as I try to figure out what works, what doesn't work. A lot of the videos that I took day of didn't come out great, so I'm only going to use a couple in here, but I did take some pictures and those will be shown. Yeah, so let's move forward. Like I said, this is the CR-V Hybrid. This test drive, I will be specifically about the hybrid, not this normal CR-V. I'm sure many things are the same though, so this will be worth watching even if you don't want a hybrid. Let's talk about the front of the car, my first impression. I really like this front grille. It looks really cool. It's large and the finish is glossy black and it looks really slick. There's a large Honda emblem up front too, which is nice. But as I looked closer, I could see all the spots on it and little dried on pieces of bugs, so it's probably hard to keep clean. Lots of nooks and crannies. Also in front, I like how the bumper, how it's integrated into the front of the car, not like a separate piece. But these openings down at the bottom, they look like they'd be for fog lights, but they're just air vents. I wish they were not painted this bright color because they kind of stand out, and all in all, they're really just air vents. And I'm hoping that they don't automatically bolt the front license plate frame on every single car when they get it. I like not having a front license plate. Let's look at the side view. First things that sticks out to me is the side of the headlights and how far back to the side they go. These are very large. They are LED, and because they go so far back on the side, that probably really helps with visibility at night. But to me, they look a little out of proportion. I'm not saying I don't like it, but to me, that just stands out. They stand out as very large headlights. I love the dark wheels and the dark accents and the overall look of this CR-V. I believe this dark color scheme is only on the sport touring model, but I could be wrong. Regardless, I like it. The back of the car, I'm only going to talk about the emblems just because I thought it was weird that they kind of hide the all-wheel drive sticker. It took us a minute to find it. Not all CR-Vs are all-wheel drive, so we were trying to determine if this one was. It's underneath the rear wiper on the back window, which is strange. Anyways, we did find it, and this indeed was an all-wheel drive. I also wanted to talk about the sport touring little badge on the back. The touring part, which is on a silver little badge, I guess is what you could call it, kind of looks like an afterthought. It's much smaller than the sport text. I think they should have made it even out. I don't know. To me, it just looks a little odd, but it's fine. Let's dip inside the vehicle now. First impression, looks very nice. Typical Honda interior, good design, everything seems to be located in the right spot, and should be easy to use while driving. That's one of the things I really like about Hondas. They know how to make cars for the masses. As you know, Hondas are very reliable and very popular vehicles. They don't add a bunch of silly gadgets, crazy designs that come with things that will easily break. They know how to keep it simple, make it look nice, and keep things comfortable and easy to use. The seats are a dark leather with an orange contrast trim. I like them, they felt good. There are adjustments to the seat and also to the steering wheel, so you can move things around until it's comfortable for you. I'm not that short, I'm 5'4", but I did have to move the seat up so I could see over the dash. So this vehicle would be good for a taller person, as well as not a tall person. The rear seats also seemed to have plenty of leg room and headroom, and the rear seats can recline, which is a neat feature. There are air vents and USB connections for the rear passengers. The bolster thing that you fold down between the seats in the back also has cup holders in it, and that design that they created also allows you to rest your arm on it while there are cups in the holders. The front center console is pretty straightforward. A couple cup holders, a wireless car charger that actually worked. I tested it. And then there's storage in there, which is pretty decent size. The instrument cluster is nice and simple, plain and easy to read. I did not play with it, but supposedly it's customizable. The left shows the hybrid system, and if it's charging or using the hybrid system, you can see where the arrow's pointed. There are more hybrid settings and views on the main display. My husband was playing with it during the test drive. I didn't look too much at it, but it was pretty easy to view the status of the hybrid system. The backup camera is decent quality. It's pretty clear, and I like that there were settings you could easily change. I'm not sure why you would change them, but you could. How did we live all those years without backup cameras? I don't know. I love that newer cars also have systems that warn you if you're going to hit something or someone. So even if you don't see it with your mirrors or the backup camera, the car should notify you. I use my mirrors 90% of the time, but when I start to back up, I look to see if anything's there in the backup camera. And then again, if I'm almost in my parking spot, I'll look again to see where I'm expecting to be. Here is the main display. To be honest, and I'm not really sure why, I didn't play with it at all. I do know that Apple CarPlay is wireless, which is very nice. That means you don't need to connect your phone to the car with a cable. My BMW has that, and it's so much easier and quicker to get in and go. You don't have to worry about the cable. As you can see, there are 3 dots along the bottom. That means that there are more choices you can choose from as you scroll. Infotainment center, and settings, driver settings, vehicle settings, hybrid system, etc. If I end up buying a vehicle like this, I will do a more comprehensive tour of the car. I was so anxious to get in and drive, I just blew past the display altogether. This is the rear of the vehicle. It's pretty decent size, and I love that the roof is consistent height throughout. So it should be pretty easy to stack lots back there. One concerning thing is that the hybrid batteries are under this floor flap thing. I'm not sure it's supposed to open. The one we drove was partially open. It was like cracked open a little bit. I didn't take any pictures of it open, but basically there are no end user customer areas under the floor like in other vehicles. Some have spare tires or hidden storage areas, toolkits, etc. This has nothing in there you're supposed to get into. Just the batteries. That's right, you heard me. There's no spare tire. It comes with run flats though, which essentially are good, I guess, but they're more expensive to replace. I would rather have a spare tire. The CR-V does have shopping back hooks or tie-down hooks, whatever you want to call them, which is nice. The back seat folds down completely flat too, so there's plenty of room to carry stuff. I assume you can purchase a privacy screen to pull out over the stuff in the back, any cargo that you have back there, so people walking by can't see anything you have stored in there. The salesman wasn't sure if they had them, but I'm sure they must, because otherwise everyone could see what you have in the back, which that doesn't seem great. Regardless, there's plenty of storage in the back, and with the seats folded down, it's really big back there, which I appreciate. The vehicle feels big. There are lots of big spaces compared to my BMW. My car, currently, my BMW has cargo capacity of 17 cubic feet, and I looked it up. This one has 39 cubic feet, so more than double. That's with the seats up, so that's awesome, which makes sense. I have a little car. It's a little sports sedan versus a medium-size SUV, so that makes sense. And look at these fancy wheels. I like the gloss black. The Sport Touring comes with these in 19-inch wheels. Pretty fancy. I like the dark look, but like I said earlier, these are run flat tires. And just so you're aware, when you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, you should change all 4 tires at the same time. The rationale is that you have different tires with different amounts of tread. You will cause unnecessary wear and tear on your drivetrain. And they say it's safer to replace all 4 at once, which I guess you should probably do. Here's the price. The price of this exact vehicle that I drove, $40,850. This dealer is not adding any markup, which is nice, but I'm not sure that they will be offering any discounts either. This is a haggle-free dealership, so I think they set a price and will not negotiate much from that. While we were in the showroom, they were trying to complete a sale with a customer, and I did not like how they talked to him. The customer basically said, I asked to see the contract before I came in. You wouldn't give it to me. I asked for an out-the-door price. You gave me the price, but you would not tell me what it includes. And now I get here, and you're trying to make me pay for paint protection and interior protection when I told you I did not want any dealer-added features. And the sales manager was arguing with him, telling him he told him all about it, but the customer obviously did not hear that from him, and he did not want to pay for it. So I'm not sure if they were going to take that off, or if they were going to let him walk over those 2 items, but I guess it was like $1,600. So that's a big amount of money, and especially if it's something you don't want. So I did not like that. That did not leave me feeling warm and fuzzy about this dealer. They were arguing with this customer. So anyways, I don't know if they made him, what happened. Anyways, on to the actual test drive. Once I got the seat all set for me and the mirror set, etc., we took off. The CR-V was very easy to hop in and drive. Like I said earlier, Hondas are very easy cars to adjust to. It just all makes sense. There's no blind spots that I could tell. You sit up high, which is nice. My BMW, I sit very low to the ground, so I liked being up higher. My husband has an SUV, so I understand. You know, I've done that before, but in my personal car, it's pretty low. The driving position was comfortable, and the leather-wrapped steering wheel was nice. I did not play with the cruise control or any of the phone features. My husband played with the different hybrid screens on the display. This is not a plug-in hybrid. The battery gets charged as you drive and brake. The hybrid brings the MPG up quite a bit in city driving, from 28 in the regular CR-V to 43, sorry, typo there. 43 city in the hybrid. That's 15 miles per gallon difference. That's a big one. We drove on city streets on the freeway and got a good feel for the vehicle. I liked it a lot. Was it exciting? No. Was it anything to write home about? No. But it was exactly what I expected. A solid, comfortable, easy to drive car. Now, stepping on the gas, I kind of expected more because I've heard that the hybrids can accelerate quicker, but not this one. I bet it was 0 to 60 in like 10 seconds or something. It was kind of like, it took a minute for it to get up to speed, but it's okay. Coming from a sporty car to a boring little SUV would be an adjustment for me, but it's a nice vehicle and I could save some money on gas for sure. It also has brake lock, which I love. It allows you to stop at a light and you don't need to put your foot on the brake. It holds a stop until you press the accelerator. This is an easy little on and off. There's a little switch on the dash, on the center console. I will miss BMW support, like the service department and stuff like that, and some of the features I have on my car where I can log in on my phone and turn the car on, turn the air on, close the windows, etc. I don't believe the Honda has any of that, but I'm not sure. So that, who knows. This is a good solid choice, and I will stay on my list of cars to consider. So here's the warranty information. All Hondas have a 3-year, 36-mile warranty and 3 years of roadside service during this warranty period. It includes jump starts, flats, towing, lockout assistance, and more. 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty is also included. They will give you 2 free years, up to 24,000 miles of scheduled maintenance, whichever comes first. This includes oil and filter, tire rotation, and multi-point inspection, which is pretty awesome. After the 2 years, you're on the hook for yourself, paying for it yourself, but you get the first 2 years free, and that's nice. And I believe that most things break the most right when you get them, if it's going to be a lemon. Anyways, as you can tell, I enjoyed the Honda. It wasn't spectacular, probably not, but it was good. It was a good, solid vehicle, and I would not be disappointed if that was what I was going to get. I am not a car expert. This was purely my own opinion based on my test drive. And I personally love Hondas, and I would be happy having another Honda. Please comment below with any information that I didn't include, or if I said anything incorrectly. I am sure there are things that I misspoke on, or that I just didn't have the right information. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them. I live in Southern California, and Hondas are very popular in my area. The specific car I test drove last weekend has already sold. So anyways, thanks so much for listening, and I hope that this helped you if you are planning to get a new vehicle, especially if you're looking at one of the CRVs. This is a picture that I forgot to put in the video. It's just a nice view of the side of the car, and the all black mirrors, which I think look nice. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, and also if you have another vehicle that you recommend that I drive, put it down in the comments below, and I'll try to get to it. Maybe I'll do a video about it. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, have a great one. Thanks for watching.